Alright, everybody, what's up? Rigs of Death Metal, IG Live, uh, live hangout. We're going to have Sed from Sanguisugabogg on here. There he is right now. Let's get some people in here. What's up, everybody? And there's Josh. Hang on just a sec. Dude, I failed Twitch. Yeah, we tried to get on Twitch. It's not happening right now, not for a while. I gotta fix my whole setup and rig here before we can get on Twitch. Like, I was trying to get it going off of Wi-Fi, and it just wasn't happening. Hang on a sec. Normally, I can never send anybody a request. Heard Pornhub works? Nah, I don't think I'm gonna try that. Hey, what's up, man?
What Oh yeah.
Hey, did my request actually go through? Like, did it pop up?
Um no, I think I sent you one.
Okay.
Should I hop off and then you send
No,
one?
no, no. You're good. You're good. Hey, as long as you're on here, that's all that matters. I was just,
Oh
I
yeah.
tried to send one. It never works. So I wasn't
Okay.
sure.
Well, we got it to work, so fuck yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
all right, everybody. This is Sed, the, I guess, new guitar player for Sanguisugabogg.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to do this. The fucking been like trying to get enough fucking time to like do this. We've been like super busy and shit. We just like wrapped up like a 5-day tour last week with 200 stab wounds and shit. And
Oh, yeah.
like recovering from it because we were just like, yo, like a 5-day run to Texas in July sounds awesome. And then our AC went out and we all got like heat exhaustion. So
Oh, damn.
yeah, it was brutal.
Oh, are you talking about at Wrecking Ball?
Yeah, wrecking ball. Dude, it was like 100 degrees by like 10 a.m. It's bullshit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw it where Frozen Soul, like, they posted about that and shit. Like,
Yeah, it was insane. Like, it was so hot. It was like, I don't think it was safe. Like, Frozen Soul had to cut their set short and stuff. And like, yeah, it was pretty wild, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it any other way. It just like made sense for it to be that fucking crazy. All this shit going down.
God, that's pretty rough. Damn. And Texas, of all places. But,
Dude, I know Texas in July, right? Just
God.
yeah, it was crazy. We like had the van we were taking. I just got it serviced to go take it down there, and I like took it in to get the AC fixed, and like they're just like it's fixed, but like it wasn't. So we were just like SOL and fucking had to head up the creek without one less fucking paddle. So whatever. We made it back though, so we're stoked.
Yeah. But maybe the Frozen Hole tour will make up for it.
Oh yeah, that being in the fall is definitely going to be way more comfortable for everybody. Cause yeah, like we all got like pretty sick. Like our merch guy Chris, shout out Chris, fucking for coming through last minute slinging merch for us. But yeah, he straight up got like sick in the back of the van and like puked in it and shit. And it's just so crazy. But still made every show, and every show we played a killer set and fucking rolled the whole time. So whatever, you got to take the bad with the good.
Yeah. Gotta keep marching on. Hell yeah. But tell me about the Frozen Hole tour. How long? How was this a pretty spur of the moment thing? Y'all been playing this for a while?
Yeah, we've like kind of had it in the works for a minute. You know, coronavirus, like putting everything on pause for the like full
Right.
last year and whatnot. Like, um, if like that wouldn't have happened, I'm sure like the Frozen whole like full U.S. tour, like any other kind of tour with like Frozen Soul would have already like happened. But
Right.
yeah, so this has been in like the works for like well over a year and stuff, and now that we finally got like a nice open window to like do it, our management, like booking team and stuff, like just got it set up. And it's like 45 days fall from like October, like right up until Christmas. So that's
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
pretty sweet.
Me and my wife will be at the first night of the tour there in Lexington.
Fuck yeah, dude! I can't wait. Lexington's gonna be awesome.
I've never, I think it's at like the Green Lantern. I've never been to that venue before.
I haven't either. I've only been to like one or two shows in Lexington,
Hmm.
but this is like years ago, and but I don't know. It seems like it's always going to be a good time, I guess. There's nothing that surprises me anymore when I show up to a venue, even if it's like the most total DIY, like, basement shithole or whatever. They're all just as fun as like, whatever, like bigger shows.
Yeah.
It's just a different vibe.
It's, it's kind of funny. Like when you're starting off playing in like basements and living rooms and shit,
Yeah.
it kind of gets you ready for just about anything out there.
Yeah, straight up. I think, yeah, the more time you put into like touring, especially like DIY shit with like your friends and like figuring that out and like, just kind of eating shit, doing it for like the rough way for a minute, just to like, if you can like do that, just like with anything else, if you like work through the fucking trenches, like it's only just gonna get easier and shit. So, fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's, it kind of makes for like a PA monitor going out seem like pretty inconsequential at that point, you know?
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah. So,
Axe
since
Effects
we're,
is, yeah. Sorry, I was reading through the comments, but Axe Effects does not belong in death metal. Death to analog amplifiers. That shit's not cool. Just
uh,
buy a tube amp.
somebody's already asking, uh, are you at any kind of liberty to talk about the whole situation, how you came into the guitar role?
Um, yeah, I'll kind of just like brush up on it a little bit. I'm not gonna go like too deep into it, just because
That's
it's like
fair.
it's part of Cameron's like wish. When he
Yeah.
departed from the band, he wanted it to just kind of not be centered around him, like his exit. So, it's we've kind of like addressed that in like some posts and like in the comments and stuff, because like we know like people are asking, and Cameron's personality was like definitely very big and like the face persona of everything that was Sanguisugabogg. But um you know with Cameron deciding to exit the band and whatnot, me, Cody, and Devin ultimately decided like, yo, like this is still something we all want to do. And I don't think that you know it's gonna be that much bigger of a deal. I know it's like kind of a big surprising thing, like, oh, lead guitar player like steps down, whatever. But I can just like assure everybody that me, Cody, and Devin have been like working our fucking asses off on like new material and stuff, and like doing everything to just like make this band like function at like the level of professionality and like carry it with the sense of integrity that we think it deserves and shit. So I just expect nothing from the best from us from here on out. So yeah, that's just how it went down. Cameron decided he didn't want to be a part of this anymore. So the rest of us are still gonna fucking carry this torch to the fucking end, and we're still gonna bring the fucking beef. So it is what it is.
Fuck yeah, man.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you for addressing that. And, we all wish Cam the best, wish you guys the best, and
yeah,
can't
absolutely.
wait, can't wait to see what everybody puts out in the future. So,
Fuck yeah, we're very excited, and um, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So let's just keep fucking going.
Right. Hell yeah. All right. Now we got that out of the way.
Yeah. Now that we've addressed the elephant in the fucking live stream.
Yeah. What you got? You got any gear on hand that you want to show off?
Oh, do I got any gear on hand? Yeah, I got a couple things. So we just played a show in Dayton last night, so my gear is kind of like spread out a little bit, like so like my bedroom's like upstairs, and I was like really not trying to haul all my fucking 412s and amps up here and shit, just because like I'm like one dude and I'm pretty sore, but yeah, I got some guitars and shit I can show off, whatever. Got my room all set up, but yeah, I just got this a couple weeks ago. It's like 2000s Korean Junior NJ Deluxe V. This shit's fucking. I love this thing, dude. It's like I've never really been like a neck through kind of guitar guy. Like I've always liked like bolt-on strats and shit like that. It's always been like a little bit more my flavor. But I don't know. This one just like really fucking spoke to me. I got a good deal out of it too. I got this with like a coffin case for like $600. So
it
was like perfect, and yeah, I just like fell in love with it right when I saw it and got to go play it. So I had to pick it up, but yeah, it's got just EMG 8185s and shit, Grover tuners. These are sweet too because they've got like the real German Floyd roses and not the specials. So anybody that's like out there is like a floating bridge player. Like I definitely see like a difference between the German ones and like the specials and shit. I've had quite a few different guitars with different trim setups and shit, but yeah, this one's fucking sweet.
Fuck yeah. I always think of Kevin Fassard whenever I see those now.
Yeah, dude. It's just like, to me, when I see it, I'm like, dude, that's like the Cadillac Escalade of like flying V's, like especially with like the abalone binding and shit. I used to think that shit was lame, but like honestly, it looks so sick. Anyone that hates on it just doesn't want to fucking like accept that it's like too sick for them or whatever. So fuck them.
It just depends on the guitar for me, I guess.
For sure.
I think it looks cooler on a plain finish guitar, like a solid black or solid white guitar.
For sure.
If it's like on a flame maple top or something, it's a little too flashy then, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that. But at the same time, like I love like 80s super ridiculous guitars and shit. Like I want shit to be like Ferrari red or like Corvette fucking yellow. Like I love that shit.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, crackle finish, all the crazy wild fun shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, the 80 we were just talking about 80s finishes on guitars, like I think it was last week. Like neon tiger stripe finishes and shit like that. And
I love it.
And like the 80s like laser grids and all that stuff. It's awesome.
I love it. Like I love like classic black white guitars and like even like natural wood finish shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. In the world of extreme music, why not let that fucking carry over to like your guitar or whatever, But
absolutely.
Yeah,
I think it was probably Michael Keane from the Faceless or somebody like that, where he used to play like the neon green guitars or neon yellow.
It was I think those are called like they're Washburn guitars. I think they're called like the Renegade or something like that. But I know what guitar you're talking about. Though it's like a super strat kind of body and it's like on fucking green, dude. Those guitars look so slick.
Yeah.
I remember being like a kid and like getting on YouTube and shit and like finding out about like the Faceless and shit, like seeing live videos and like going to see them live at like Summer Slaughter tour and shit. And yeah, that shit's dope. Dude, the Faceless is such a sick band. They're like their first 3 records, like I like listened to a lot in my like teens and shit. So
yeah, absolutely. I need to go back and revisit that last one they put out. It felt like it just came out and no one really talked about it.
Is that I forget. Is that the one where it's got like the like white face on the front of it or something?
It's I think trying to remember the name of it. I think it's got a person with like a sack over their head and like a noose on.
Yeah. I think it's like something something ghost. Like I think
Yeah,
ghost is in the
yeah,
title or something. Yeah, but there's like the person with the like white sack over their face looks like Resident Evil
yeah,
chainsaw monster shit.
yeah, yeah. That's it. S- I thought I remember somebody posting it, ranting about how awesome it was. I feel like I've checked it out, and I just thought it sounded weird.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't sound like it just sounded like a different band. Not bad. I just thought it
Yeah.
sounded really different, and I didn't. I don't know. I didn't deep dive into the album or anything. So it might be awesome. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I think I listened to it through like once, but like
In
I don't
becoming
know.
a ghost.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, like I haven't like that band's like sweet, and I definitely go back and listen to like those first three records for nostalgia. But I think they just kind of like lost me on that last one. It just kind of like I don't know,
Yeah.
just wasn't like I don't know what I was expecting to get out of it, but it just didn't deliver how I wanted to.
I hope he's doing better.
Who, Michael Keane?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I like have seen some articles like he struggles with like addiction and stuff, and
Yeah.
it really does suck. Yeah, I hope he definitely can like figure all that out because that dude is like a musical genius. Like he like pretty much wrote all those first three records, and that's like dude's a fucking shredder. He's a beast.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And there was some bit like I don't know. All that stuff's just sad. Like I live here in Huntington, West Virginia,
Yeah.
and that stuff's real bad around here. And I don't know. I've just seen it too many times. It's sad.
Yeah, dude, it's never easy to watch people around you like struggle, like addiction and shit. It's it will just consume somebody whole and be everything about them. It's dark shit.
Didn't mean to get off on that heavy rabbit trail there. I don't know. I don't know how we got on that, but
Dude, it's cool, dude. We're just shooting
yeah,
shit. We can talk about whatever
right.
while we're doing it.
Hell yeah. So other than the sick flying V, anything else that you're rocking for the bog right now?
Um, yeah, I've got like posted this one on my Instagram. It's just like that white NJ ST3.
Yeah,
It's like the Class Act Series one.
that's so cool.
Yeah, I definitely fell in love with this just because like any reverse headstock, I'm like a little slut for real. It's so gnarly. But yeah, I've always been like kind of a Strat guy. So I was
Yeah.
like, man, just an all white BC Red Strat. That's pimp shit. I want that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just put this cool badass sticker on it. I thought it matched the guitar. It says like the devil's weed and shit. It's like some cheesy 50s horror, like anti-weed propaganda. I'm like movie poster.
Yeah.
Super sweet. But yeah, the diamond inlays too on this are fucking super classy. So, but yeah, for right now, I think we've got like 6 or 7 shows. No, yeah, we got like 6 or 7 shows under our belt since coronavirus has like opened up. So I've been rocking the white ST, and then I just got the V not too long ago. So I've just been bringing both those to all the shows.
Nice.
For like a backup and stuff because they're both like floating bridges and shit. So if I break a string on one, I'm fucked.
uh, between you and Cody, you guys have a pretty sick amp collection. What are your go-tos? What are your
Our
go-tos
go-tos
for the live shows?
for the live shows. So
Yeah.
since I moved up to guitar, we've been really digging. I've been running just 2 like Mesa 412s. I've got like an older like traditional slant one that's just like all V30s, and then I just got like this new it's like a newer Road King series 412 slant. So like it's half open, which is really cool.
Hmm.
and it's also like it's got black shadows on the side that's like half open, and then on the other side it's like got V30s. And you can like switch which sides you want to like run or whatever and shit. So it's super cool. That cab sounds amazing.
Oh, so it's kind of like a true stereo cab.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, even with the other one that's just got all the V30s, you can plug two heads into the back of them and like run them side by side and like have a stereo rig,
Huh.
which is really really nice. Super convenient of Mesa Boogie to do that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been running for cabs. And then our buddy Drew's filling in for Mutilate on bass. He's been rocking this new Mesa A10 he just got. Sounds fucking baller. And then for guitar heads, I've been running my Ampeg VH140C, and then the Marshall JCM 800. And I've been running this play grab pedal that Lone Wolf Audio makes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like a boosted beef the fuck up, just modified rap, just does it right. And so I'll just like run that in the front of both of the amps with like a noise suppressor, tuner, and a chorus pedal, and just like a ABY switcher. I got two different amps going at the same time. But yeah, we've been really digging how those sound like stacked together, because like the Ampeg's got like that super 90s like Scoop Dying Fetus tone. So it's like super fucking gnarly and like fizzy as fuck. And then, the Marshall's like pretty much doing like the Morbid Angel thing, like super dry, heavy.
Is it one of the channel switching JCM 800s?
No, it's not. It's a 1984 2204 model, which is like the 50-watt model.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dope. So, but yeah, it's just got like a high input and low input on the face, and that's it. No channel. It's just one channel, high or low, how you want it.
Awesome.
Just sweet. Yeah, it's got like 6 knobs. Just But yeah, that one's sweet. It's like they're two totally different sounding amps, but like put together, they kind of just like they work like with each other to like make just like this one like really crazy beefy tone that's like, yeah, I don't know, just like wouldn't seem like it makes sense to mix like a super scooped like kind of mid high aggressive Ampeg VH140C sound with like basically like the Morbid Angel kind of dry 800 tone, but it just works. I don't know, it just sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, I would almost think like the 800 kind of fill out the mids, like where the Ampeg is more scooped or whatever.
That's exactly what it does. I think me and Cody have been like kind of talking about like the Marshalls and stuff lately, and there's something about like the mids that like Marshalls put out in their live amps. It's just like so iconic and just works so well time after time.
Oh yeah.
That, like, it's just like irreplaceable. It's just like a staple of like what good guitar tone is, especially in like a live setting. Because like where the Marshall's mids rest, like even if it's cranked the fuck up, it's like you can still kind of hear like everything else. I think that's what it is too. Because like even though that amp's only like 50 fucking watts, it's louder than like any other fucking amp I've ever owned. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people will get kind of hung up on is like wattage. When you could have like a Vox AC30 is fucking loud as shit.
Straight up, yeah.
And I mean, it's like all clean headroom too, which is nuts. It's more about like the circuit design and the transformers and all that other technical nerdy shit than it is what the wattage is.
Yeah,
I had a 50 watt JCM 2000. I fucking love that thing.
Yeah, dude, I really don't think you need more than 50 watt. I mean, if you're playing like 10,000 people, yeah, bring the 100 watt head.
Yeah,
but I think the 50 watt is really, if you've got like a good sound thing going too, like in an ideal world, you don't need like all that power. But since we're talking Sanguisugabogg, yeah, we need like 500 watts of amp on stage at all times.
Well, like the full 100 watt amps, they just kind of, I don't know, they just have like a really full sound to them, you know, like
Definitely.
maybe the extra headroom, but
Hmm.
like the 50 watts, you can just push them and like just drive them so much more. You can make them just sound mean as hell. I think even Vogue from Decapitated, he chooses like 50 watt EVH heads over the 100 watters just for that
Yeah,
same reason.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can. I get it because like the louder you can turn your tube amp up, the like better it's gonna sound. You're pushing your like preamp tubes to like
Right.
full capacity and shit, so it's gonna sound more saturated and break up better how you like. But if you just like use a little bit lower wattage of a head or use like a different speaker that like breaks up, like Celestion greenbacks like break up at a lower volume.
Yeah.
And, like there's different ways to like get the tone that you want. You just don't gotta always like get the biggest fucking head.
Let me see here. Kind of going back to the little questionnaire list here.
Yeah.
Uh, what would you say would be sort of like your inspiration as far as like sculpting your tone and all that? I mean, necessity probably dictates a lot of it. Like, what do I need to fill the mix out, kind of thing. And
Yeah. So you're asking like what I seek out for in like tone?
yeah,
Um, I don't know. Just really like to me, like just what I think sounds good. And if we're talking like Sanguisugabogg and death metal and shit, like straight up, I think it's like scoop mids, fucking high treble and high bass, like the shit you want to hear. And like I don't know. I just like I think that's what sounds best. So
yeah.
pretty
I
like
say it
it's
helps
pretty
when a band has a very specific sound too.
yeah, like
Yeah.
no bullshit, dude. I'm not even bullshitting. Like our amps, like my amp set up for live when we play, our mids are all on fucking zero. Fuck mids. Our fucking bass is like cranked up to like 8, and treble is like cranked up too. And if you guys want to get mad about it, because that's not like true tone, it. I'm not. We're not gonna fix. What's not broken. It fucking works.
Right. Absolutely. So I've referenced this video before on here, I think, but it's like that Roger Bojard video, like the
Yeah.
one man metal band vid.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I love Mortician. Shout out Roger. Fuck yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
dude.
Um,
Dude, have you ever seen that video where it's like I think it's like 2 Digitech death metal pedals or like a PA or whatever? Do you know what video I'm talking about?
I don't think no. I'm thinking about the one where the guy linked up like a half a dozen metal zones or some shit.
That one's sick too.
I haven't seen the death metal pedal one though. That sounds awesome. I need to look that up later.
Yeah, that I've got one of those lying around, but it's cool because it's got like an output that goes straight to the PA, so it's
Yeah.
just like, dude, or to the mixer, and it sounds fucking crushing. Like it just straight up sounds like some old school like Mortician tone or some like super fucking brutal '90s death metal demo.
I've wanted to get one of the old school. I remember those. My first pedal was a Digitech Metal Master,
Fuck yeah.
and it was part of the same. I guess it was like an X series, is what they
Okay.
called it. I think that one, the Digitech Bad Monkey, which I just sold one of those. And then yeah, they reissued the death metal, and it was all part of the same line or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were like reissues of those old DoD pedals. I want one of the old DoD ones that says, what was it, like guts on it, or like gore or something for the control knobs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Some just ridiculous, like rip and tear or something.
Yeah, the more ridiculous and cheesy it is, the more I'm probable to get it.
Right.
I'm an easy guy. I see
Yeah,
blood and guts. I smile.
absolutely.
Fuck yeah,
Shit.
dude.
So, I know you guys have been writing.
Mm-hmm.
Where, sorry, I was getting distracted by the chat here. Um, I know you guys have been writing, and I know Cam has talked about some of his influences for riff writing and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you and Cody pulling from when you're writing?
Um, as of recently, we've been pulling from a lot of eternal suffering, scattered remnants, like all this shit that like Devin's been showing me and Cody a lot of stuff, and he's been in our ear about it, like the eternal suffering and scattered remnants, and we've been like kind of pulling from that. It's like some super like brutal, like early 2000s, 90s like death metal. It's just tough as fuck, dude. It just like whoops your ass the whole time. It's awesome. But so yeah, we've been pulling from shit like that. And then I'd say we've been pulling like a little bit from like gore guts as well too. Just like a little bit of like, the like kind of dissonant like note choice and like, just like their like the dark feeling that they give with their shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we've been like pulling from. And a lot of like gore. I've been listening to a lot of like gore grind stuff, and Cody like does all his like gore grind different bands like Putrid Stew. So um, I've been really loving that Miasmatic Necrosis release. What is it like? Apex Profane. That shit is like super fucking tough. I love it.
Hmm.
Yeah, have you got a chance to check that out?
No,
Oh, dude, you totally should. It's fucking Miasmatic Necrosis. Shit's so good, dude.
huh? Yeah,
But
I'll definitely have to listen to that on my way to work tonight or something.
yeah, dude, it's like super groovy. Like it's just like some really good like gore grind. It's got like a really like if you're familiar with like the gore grind like style, like it's like very like kind of lo-fi production. Just
Yeah.
sounds super gnarly and like raw as fuck, which is sick. But this like new Miasmatic Necrosis one, I think is it's just like it's got a really good production value on it, and like it's not like kind of a challenge or too abrasive to listen to kind of hear what's going on. So I think for like a first time listener or whatever, it's just kind of like a little bit, easier to like listen to, and it's not like too like niche or foreign, you know. That's good shit.
Oh
But,
yeah.
yeah.
Whenever we get off here, message me like the name of that again so I can check that
Yeah,
out.
totally, for sure. I definitely will.
Fuck yeah. Somebody's asking here in the chat if you prefer passive or active pickups for your style of playing.
Um, honestly, I've been playing guitar since I was like 9. I'll be like 26 in a week, and since I turned like 14, so for the past like 10 years, I've been like super fucking into guitars and like amps and like trying out what I think is gonna be like best for me and shit. And I've like been the guy that was like, yo, I'm only playing active pickups, like, put EMGs in all my fucking guitars and shit. And I was like, fuck it, it's not real unless I got a 9 volt in the back. But, I've like had my mind changed by like, different products and shit, and just, so I like both a lot. Like, honestly, like, I would say for Sanguisugabogg, I think active pickups like kind of work a little bit better. It's just like a little bit easier, like a lower tuning to like get all the like pinch harmonics and like squealies and shit in there. But I really like passive pickups as well too. Like my ST has like a DiMarzio, I think, like Air Norton in the bridge, which is like not very high gain, but like You know,
A really good sounding pickup though.
it is like if I like to me honestly, like pickups are sweet, but like whatever hand you pick with, I swear to God, this is where your tone comes from, and that's like what I've just learned. So I like both, and if I like get a guitar and it's got something in it and I like it, like I'm probably not gonna change it out. Like I just like I'm gonna like realize like I gotta maybe play that guitar a little bit different or whatever. But yeah, I'm not biased towards either. I like both, especially, and it really just depends on your style too. Because like I play like a lot of heavy metal and shit, but I like a lot of different gear and guitars and different styles of music. So like you know, to me, instruments are just like tools to help you like create that. So
Right.
you're probably not gonna want to play like a single like fucking coil Fender, whatever, for like some metal shit. But you can. There's people that do that, mod the fuck
Yeah.
out of it, and they make it work, and it sounds great. But it's just like really about like what you want to do and like what's your style, like what you want to, you know. So yeah. Oh fuck. Honestly, yeah, dude. I'm not biased towards either. Both are sick. If you're worried about it and you can't make up your mind, just pay attention to your picking hand a lot more and shit.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you prefer one to the other?
Uh, here lately, I mean, I guess I'm kind of like you, where I always had such a like deep appreciation and love of EMGs, and
Yeah.
it's not that I don't love them now. Like I still think they're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they don't work for everything, and I've put like what I thought was a brand new battery in a guitar for a
Yeah.
show, and then
Uh-huh.
when I got there, it turned out it was fucking dead.
Wow.
So, and I didn't have a backup. Um, so I
Yeah.
had to borrow my guitar player's backup, and I think I've told that story on here before, but that show was a fucking disaster. Like literally everything went wrong for me.
Oh, dude, I
Uh,
hate. Dude, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, I will
yeah,
say the battery is a hassle. If you forget one and it goes out, you're fucked.
but there are so many good passive pickups out there now
Dude,
that
yeah.
like EMGs are sick. But honestly, if I don't know, I've been looking. Like I've got one guitar with EMGs in it still, and I've been trying to
Yeah.
find something that would be like a good alternative for that.
Mhm.
Um, like I'm willing to completely gut the thing just to
Oh,
not have to
no.
worry about a battery again.
I hear you. I get that. Yeah, I really like the Seymour Duncan like Nazgul and Sentient pickups that came out a couple years ago. I've always like played in bands that like tune super low and shit. So
Yeah,
once those came out, I was like, holy fuck, dude! Never heard like a passive pickup be able to like handle like that low of a note on like a guitar. So I totally
I
get it. It's like way more convenient to not fucking have to worry about another electronic.
oh yeah, anything to make your signal chain simpler.
Less
I've
is
actually
more.
got. Huh?
Do what?
I was gonna say I've got a Nazgul and a Sentient in my seventh string.
Nice. What kind
Yeah,
of
they're
seven
great.
string do you have?
It's a it's an Ibanez RG 7421. It's like just the fixed bridge.
Is it
The
Indonesian made?
yeah, it's like that
Dude,
$400 to $500 one.
fuck yeah. That was my
Um,
first. That was my first seven string. I fucking love those things. They're just like so good. They're
I had to do
reliable.
so much work to it to make it playable.
Oh really?
Yeah, like the action was a mile high. Um, the stock pickups were unplayable, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember the stock pickups in mine were pretty ass.
It's pretty bad. But
Yeah.
after putting some elbow grease into it, the thing shreds now. So
Yeah.
it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, that's how it goes. You always, if you're like not putting the most money you can afford into like a guitar that's like on the higher end,
Yeah.
or whatever, you always got to like compensate with something. And it's usually always like pickups or really,
Yeah.
you have to get it really good fucking set up on it or get the frets fucking set up right. Because
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I tell you what, dude, every time I go into like Guitar Center and I like go play like something new, I'm just like, Jesus, dude, like QC since like I was a teenager to now has just like gotten so much fucking worse.
Right?
It like hurts to play like what's brand new on the shelves. I'm like, damn. It's like I never want to buy like anything new that comes out for like
And
guitar wires and shit.
the kind of scary thing about that is it's become more popular now to buy something sight unseen off the internet.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
I'm definitely that guy. I'm at a place every day trying to find like cool deals or people getting rid of shit they don't like because it's like cheaper and like honestly way more fun to do it like that. It's like more of a excuse me.
but I guess I don't have a whole lot of room to talk because I got two guitars on the way and I have not played either.
I got you. Did you buy them new?
One of them
Where'd you get them
is
from?
one of them I'm buying off of a friend, so I trust him.
Okay. Cool.
It's an NJ series bitch.
Nice. Dude, no way.
Yeah, I'm
What
so
year?
stoked.
Is it a class act or like one?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I'll have to do some deep diving whenever it gets here.
That rules. Have you played it yet?
Nope.
Dude, I love how the bitch plays. It feels so
Really?
yeah, it's I think it's gonna be a lot lighter than you expect. And you're gonna like
Probably.
really like that or hate it.
I don't mind it.
I like guitars. I like heavy guitars too, but sometimes they just work better. Either which way.
I've got a good mix of both here, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
But my main like gigging guitar for a long time was my LTD Eclipse.
Dude,
So,
I love those guitars. They're so reliable.
right?
And they always, everyone I've ever picked up is just like pretty ready, almost like to go to play. Like,
Yeah.
you can't fuck up a setup on those. I feel like it's just
Yeah.
so easy to play for real. The quality on them really good.
Anytime somebody asks me about like, you know, whenever they're shopping for a new guitar or whatever,
Yeah.
I try to throw out some options out there, but I'm always like, to be honest, of all the big name brands out there right now, LTD and Schecter seem to have like the best QC going at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, whether they're your cup of tea or not, you know, that's, you know, up to whoever's buying. But the quality control, like, just about everybody seems to be going through some issues right now. Maybe COVID has something to do with it, but
Yeah.
everyone from like Jackson to BC Rich to Solar to, I don't know, you're hearing it about from almost every brand except for LTD and Schecter. They're the only ones I don't hear anything bad about.
You know, thinking about that, you're totally right. Because those are like the only two that I haven't heard like anything from. And like, I like ESP and LTD just because like their quality control is pretty unmatched. Like
Yeah.
everything they've done and put out for the past like 10 or 15 years, I felt is just kind of like, I'm like, damn, why do so many people play like this brand? And it's probably just because it's just like really good more consistently than like a lot of the other brands. So
Yeah.
it makes sense. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'd have to agree too. Even though like I don't like Schecter guitars and like how they look and their aesthetic, um, you know, they
I
like,
know what you mean.
they're like everyone I've ever played is like it's like kind of right there with like that ESP thing. It's just like, damn, it's like pretty good to go. It's like playing pretty
Yeah.
well, like does its thing. So I wonder what's in their secret sauce. Those two companies.
I know they're the same factory, whichever factory that might be.
Yeah.
But shit, where my little questionnaire thing? There it is. Uh, but I know they're in the same factory. Uh, I know Wild Audio is out of there, and maybe Chapman. Maybe
Yeah.
can't remember. I don't know. It's like the same factory makes a whole bunch of different brands, but yeah, Schecter always has kind of that affliction kind of aesthetic going on for a lot of their stuff.
Dude, I love it. It's like it's the best. It's so like, yeah, dude. Like Affliction t-shirt, Oakley sunglasses,
Yep.
Fox racing hat. Let's fucking go, dude.
The Fox Racing.
I don't even race dirt bikes, bro. I just really like Fox. And somewhere they've got like a Monster Energy logo tattooed on their body.
Oh god.
Fuck yeah, dude! I love energy drinks. Monsters are shit.
Yeah, I drink way too many. But
Damn,
Monster sponsor us.
please. Even if it's Tor water, we'll take it.
Fuck yeah, absolutely. Well, shit, man. Let's make this. We'll point this back at you a little bit. You said you started playing about 9 years old, which is crazy. First off,
Yeah.
but so what kind of got you started, or who got you started?
Okay, so here's like my whole little background story on how I got started singing, playing in strings and shit. But I was like 9 years old, and my younger sister was starting to get into piano lessons with this woman named Miss Manship, who like ended up being like my guitar and piano teacher. But so I started actually. So my first instrument was piano, and I took that for about a year and a half, 2 years. But like the whole time, I was like really starting to like get into like music a little bit more, and I was like, I think I want to play guitar. So my music teacher, Miss Manship, she was a like multi instrumentalist. You know, she played banjo, guitar, piano, um, mandolin, a bunch of other cool stuff. And so I started taking lessons for like 2 years on guitar from then. So I think I like, okay. Yeah, I started music, like taking lessons when I was 9, but I probably picked up the guitar when I was probably like closer to 10 or 11. And then I took like formal lessons like for like 2 years. Like I didn't really get too far along just because like I was so young and I wanted to like get more into like extreme music and like play different stuff. So I remember like being like fifth or sixth grade, and I was like, dude, I really fucking love Korn. I want to play like shit like this, you know. And my music teacher, you know, God bless her, rest in peace and shit. You know, she was like I think she was like a Jehovah Witness or whatever. So she was like kind of like super religious stuff, which is like totally fine and whatever. But the like music and lessons I was getting was like, you know, we're playing like bluegrass and like stuff like that, and that was really cool. I remember her teaching me like some Zeppelin and like a lot of Beatles songs and shit, which was awesome. But I was just kind of like, you know, like I'm coming here like twice a week, and this is cool, but I kind of want to like just started doing my own thing. So yeah, from then on out, I just started like using the internet and shit, like ultimateguitar.com, and like learning Metallica tabs and songs like that and shit. So yeah, and then I started my first bands and shit with my friends when I was like 14. So from like, you know, like 4 or 5 years, it's like how I progressed. And then basically since I've been like 14 to 16, it's been kind of like the same thing, but you know, just gotten older now, and it's like, you know, like you just like get smarter into like how running a band is like more of like a business and shit.
Yeah.
So just same shit, just a little bit older now. But yeah, that's basically my background. I just got into lessons when I was super young and wanted to start doing stuff and being creative in like my own ways that I thought were cool and shit. So and just like listen to like what music I thought was cool and tried to like replicate it, shit like that, make it my own. And the rest is history, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Kind of the same as all of us. Our parents either put us in lessons or
Yeah,
we just start wanting to learn songs that we like, and then
exactly.
spend your first few formative years just doing that, learning songs and learning the basics, and eventually you start coming up with your own ideas and go from there.
Yeah, it was really crazy. I remember like um, my childhood friend Tim is like a really badass drummer, and like we played in bands with each other up until like 2 years ago and shit before coronavirus and shit happened. But like we started like our first band together, and it was like crazy, like going from like just learning and playing like all this shit for like years, and then you're like with like a stranger or your friend, and you're like, let's like make an original sound or idea, and like doing that and making it come to life is just like I don't know, it's like super fucking cool. It's just like making something from the ground up, you know. It's like I don't know. I just love that shit. I love writing songs and like writing riffs, dude. Shit's so cool. It's like the only thing that makes sense for real.
uh, I don't think you're alone there either. I always remember this. I don't know if you're a fan of like Mike Patton or Faith No More or any of that stuff,
Dude, that
but
shit's sweet. I really love Primus. I love like weird shit
oh
like
yeah,
that. Yeah, Mike Patton. Devin's super into Mike Patton and Faith No More and stuff like that.
there's a there's a quote of his that I don't know why it just always has like stuck with me.
Yeah.
Maybe because I related to it and it resonated with me.
Uh huh.
Just when he talked about how the only reason he even enjoys doing the band or something along those lines, like the only part he really enjoys is the creative process.
Yeah.
Uh, like he loves to write and to create, and other than like he could
Hmm.
the way at least the way he made it sound is like he could give a shit about touring
Yeah.
or the performance side of things.
Totally.
Uh, he just loved the creative process.
Dude, yeah, I love that. For me, like what music is like done for me is like um it's like allowed me to like find like a like sense of purpose or like like make life seem more like meaningful by like just like being able to like experience and enjoy music itself. Like music's always been like that thing that's like I can like turn to and it just like does like whatever I need it to. So I just think if I can like make my own music or whatever with my friends and shit, and it makes like whoever likes it feel like the same, like damn, the shit rules. Like I should go like make music or whatever. Like for
Yeah,
that to just come like full circle, I'm like, dude, that's like everything I could ever ask for out of music. So yeah, the creative process is just like it's probably just like the coolest. Definitely, it's like watching everything like come to life from the ground up, and then you know hopefully like over time and shit you see like what impact it does, and even if
yeah.
it's like to a smaller scale or bigger scale. I fucking love that shit. Super fucking introspective. Love it.
Hell yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and I don't, I don't know. Maybe you could relate to this, or maybe somebody else on here. But I was a very introverted child, and
Yeah.
when I started playing, it was a little bit later than you. I started playing like 13, 14 years old,
Yeah.
and uh, over the years, my parents have both made the same comment that it was like kind of a night and day thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was I. Who knows how like weird and awkward I would have remained going into like high school and stuff, and
Yeah.
like didn't really find myself until I started playing.
Dude, same here. I've always been like kind of a quiet, introverted person like myself, but music's definitely like allowed me to like be myself and like allow me to like push myself to like, new levels that I thought I never could like attain or whatever, it just helps me totally break down like these barriers and shit I think that like define me or whatever, but music still like does that to me every day. It's just like blows my mind. I'm like, whoa, you can do that. And, like whether it's just like this like cool riff or like different transition I've never heard before, like fucking tripping balls on mushrooms or something. You're just like, dude, this song just like literally like it's I just get it now.
Oh yeah.
There's just truth in music and sound. Yeah.
getting all ethereal with it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Take that shit serious, bro. Love this shit.
You if you want to like really trip out on music, just listen to like Devin Townsend or somebody talk.
Oh hell yeah. Dude, Devin
He,
Townsend project is sweet. What's that? I like that song Deadhead. Is it Deadhead?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like super vibey, super. That dude is a really, really awesome fucking songwriter. It's like listening to that stuff sometimes I'm like, man, this is like a little extreme, but like the production and the songwriting, like he's just like the goat, he's like one of the goats. He's just like
Oh yeah.
he's like, I know how to do music really well and I'm gonna fucking show you how to do it. So yeah. Devin Townsend, super fucking sick. Super seems like a sick dude. I'd love to hang out with that dude.
Absolutely. One of the he's going to be one of like my uh goals, I guess, with this
Dude,
program. Like
that would be gnarly if you get Devin Townsend on the Rigs of Death Metal. That'd be
because
awesome.
he did Strapping Young Lad. That's close enough, right?
Oh yeah, it's death metal as fuck.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and if anybody talks shit on Devin, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, for real. There's no egos at this table. If it's good, it's good, damn it.
Absolutely. Like I mean, yeah, this is rigs of death metal, and that's what we're catered towards, I guess. But I don't know, anything heavy, anything with that kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Cody loves like Dream Theater. He's like very into progressive metal and stuff, and it's like his background and whatever. So, yeah, I get it. Like, you know, death metal's fucking sweet, and, that's what we do, but like, one project I feel like shouldn't have to define like someone's whole existence or whatever.
Right.
Because like at the end of the day, it's just like it's music and it's a creative outlet, and just like doing it because we love this shit. It'd be pretty damn boring to just like do one band the rest of your life. Unless you're Slayer, then that would be pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, unless you're Slayer's always the exception.
Yeah, definitely. If I could be Hanneman all fucking day, yeah, I'd hang out with Slayer every fucking day, no doubt. Or Lemmy.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes there's a band where they fucking hit it right the first time,
Yeah,
and that's all they want to do. That's all their fans want, and we're just all cool with it, and we all enjoy the ride.
yeah, yeah. I feel like that's like what we all want to do, like in a way, but like it's like such a like I don't know. It's just like such a big like archetype or whatever. It's like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Sorry, I just had a brain fart.
That's me constantly. Don't worry about it.
Fuck yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm stupid again. Sorry.
I'm a sleep deprived dad. That's all I have.
Dude, I'm feeling pretty fucking sleep deprived after that tour, and we just ripped a show last night in Dayton. Like, even though we slept on it and shit, I'm just like, I'm like starting to feel it a lot. Like, you know, be like 26 next week. I'm like, damn, my body like hurts more in the morning. It sucks.
Right.
Working out again or something.
It's badass. Going back to like the diversity in music thing.
Yeah.
I think another reason why I've always gravitated towards Townsend so much is I think he has music ADD like I do.
Yeah.
Like because he will put out like he put out like that really weird trippy bluegrass album and then did a metal album the next year. And
That's really crazy.
then he'll do like some real trippy new age shit. And then he'll do something with like orchestras.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like the best and most creative people are just like naturally like that, because I just feel like to be like that good at being creative and stuff, if you're not pulling from like a lot of different things and you're just like this like one type of thing pulling from one thing, it's just like how much are you really getting out of that one thing, you know? Like, you know, because like at the end of the day, we're all like ripping off like our favorite artists and shit to an extent, you know? So like if you're just pulling from like the same things that a lot of people are, like, you know, you're gonna need a lot of like whatever on your side to like kind of, you know, make that stand out if that's what you want. But I don't know. I guess that just comes back to like if you're trying to like make original new music, or like, you know, make like a project that's like, you know, like favor of like worshiping your favorite shit. Cause like, you know, I'm definitely on like both ends of that. Like I like doing like,
Oh yeah.
you know, like new like shit that's just like I'm trying to do something never been done before, or like, you know, like like Dyskinesia, Mikoti and Devon's like brutal death band and shit, like it's like brutal death worship. It's like everything we fucking want and all that
Oh
shit.
yeah.
So,
You need those outlets.
yeah, dude, that's why it's there. It's like one of the greatest things about music. It's like what you guys feel like doing. It's like been really digging like these like couple different bands and shit. What if we like, you know, made some songs, like a new demo, a new band, whatever. Like why not? This shit's fun as fuck.
Real quick, shout out to Eric Wagner here in the chat.
Eric Wagner. Oh shit. Is that the Darkest Cowboy?
Hell yeah, it is.
That's sick. Dude, I can't wait to play with fucking Gate Creeper, Sanguisugabogg, and Tomb Sentinel in Columbus. I think it shows in September. It's gonna be fucking sweet.
Oh, is that okay? Shit,
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, we just announced that like I think last week. I think we announced it the day of we went or started the 5-day tour. So fucking shout out Eric, the Darkest Cowboy.
Hell yeah.
That's just gonna be a ripper, dude.
Fuck yeah. I need to have Eric on here sometime soon.
That would be dope.
I know we were talking like a week ago. I already forgot when we were. I have to go back and look at our messages. I need to write this shit down more, honestly.
Dude, I know. I'm always in that constant battle of like trying to make enough notes to keep myself in fucking schedule, because I suck. My middle name is procrastination.
Let me see here. All right, back on track. I get sidetracked so easy.
Dude, that's totally cool.
What are some goals that you've set for yourself musically, and both with like both yourself and the band, like actual music goals, like
Okay, I guess like personal music goals. Man, I've always kind of wanted to like, you know, be in a band where we like get to a point where we can like, you know, do our own vinyl release and shit like that, because I definitely think that's like really fucking cool. Like, you know, to like that's just like I think the most like best way to have music on like a personal format or physical format is like vinyl.
yeah.
It's like the best way to listen to it. To me, it's like the best way to just like get the full experience of it. So that's like always been kind of like something I wanted to do. I've always wanted to just like be able to tour and travel and play music. To me, that's like one of the most like a fucking appealing things about it. It's like, you know, go like do your thing, tour, travel, experience like new places, and just like well, all at the same time while just like getting to be you. I'm like, that's like so fulfilling to me. I love traveling. I love playing music. So just that combined is just like so cool. So yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. I guess just being able to make like a sustainable life out of music, I think overall is like the biggest like goal out of music. I think that I've like, tried to set for myself all the most while like trying to be realistic about it and stuff. So just here for the ride, I guess. But yeah, I think some like goals that I've set with like the band, they've kind of changed. It's like been a really fucking crazy past year, and it's been pretty fucking wild since I've like joined the band. And Sanguisugabogg, it's like, like I joined, I'm like cool, I'm like playing bass, and like, you know, playing bass at the time, it was like kind of more in the back seat, just kind of let Cameron at the time like take on like the riffing and letting Cody like do the producing and stuff of it. So I'm like cool, I'm just like hanging back playing bass, and then like changing over to guitar and stepping up to that. It's like different because I'm a guitar player first, and that's like my first like major instrument I took on. It's like all I've known, and so to like take that like position and responsibility up now, goals have changed. So I think like some goals I just want to have for the band is like just want to fucking do it right.
Joe's cracking me up right now in the chat.
Yeah, what's tight ass pants is the answer. Answer to what? Like
Everything.
my lifelong goals. How'd you get where you're at today, Joe? Tight ass pants. Like yeah. Are you gonna bring the whip dive bomb leads? Tight ass pants is life. Fuck yeah. I don't know. We might do some sick lead shit in the new Sanguisugabogg stuff. I want to, take it on guitar, and the band is like still super like new and fresh. So I just want to make sure the new material, I just want everything to cohesively just make sense, because I feel like, I don't want it to like stray too far from like what makes Sanguisugabogg great. The whip equals life.
Dude, I could totally hear a solo. Like, it has to start or end with a dive bomb.
Fuck
But
yeah.
I totally hear like some really cool fucking diminished run or something thrown in there.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah,
I could see it.
fuck yeah. All right. All right. That's all I need. All right, you guys want it? All right. We'll fucking whip our dicks out and shred some solos on the new shit.
Got to.
Oh yeah. If it's in the fucking tool bag, why not bring it out? Fuck it, why not?
You
Whip in, dive
you
out.
you ever listen to Roger Beaujard's Primitive Brutality
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, this shit's sweet.
Yeah, dude, he throws it in there.
Yeah.
He gets a little shreddy with it.
Yeah. When we've been playing live, I definitely put my like, my whammy bar in and like, do a little like fun squeals and like in between songs, couple whatevers. But to me, that's just like more of a live thing and shit. But
Yeah.
for records, it could be really cool too. But yeah,
I think it'd be pretty fitting.
I think so too. I really, dude, the new shit we've been working on has been like really fucking sick. It's like, I don't know. It's like I think it's the best Sanguisugabogg material. Like when we played, yeah. Like we've been playing these two new songs like on all the shows since shows have came back. Necrosexual Deviant. We just started playing this new one called Mortal Admonishment, and I think they're like the strongest songs that like this band's ever like put together. So I don't know. I just expect to hear like I think we're like a heavy fucking beefy riffy band. So I'd expect nothing but fucking like the most brutal shit from us here on out. But like I said, these two new songs are kind of different. So I don't know. You guys just have to check them out. Hopefully, you guys like them as much as we do, because I'm pretty fucking stoked on them. I fucking love these songs. They're like, they get me so hyped. They're like my favorite songs to listen to. That's all I'm trying to do is fucking write my favorite songs every fucking day.
Right?
Fuck yeah.
That's the goal, right? Whenever you're writing shit, you write something that you want to listen to.
Exactly. Yeah, if you don't think it's sick, why the fuck are you playing it?
How loud did Lloyd Kaufman fart when you met him?
Okay, so we didn't really get to meet Lloyd Kaufman because we went to go film the Trauma music videos, Joe. We were still in the fucking coronavirus lockdown in New York, so it's kind of fucking weird. Like, we're still on set like every day, having to wear masks and shit when we're like shooting. But Lloyd Kaufman, his wife really did not want Lloyd to like go outside during lockdown and be around people because she was like really, in fear of like everything that was going on. So, totally understand the risk versus reward thing. So we didn't get to meet him, unfortunately, but I'm sure we'll get to soon. But what's my favorite Trump? What's your favorite Trauma movie? I think it's Class of Nukem High. It's the one with the fucking fucking monster at the end in the basement with all the like nuclear waste and shit. It's like the dope dude. It's like the coolest fucking monster I've ever seen in a movie. Like every time I watch this, I'm like, dude, that's just like so fucking gnarly. It's like I like that one a lot.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Sergeant Kabuki Man's pretty good too.
That principal or whatever he is, or the dean or whatever in Class of Nukem High.
Yeah.
That dude just kills me.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Poultrygeist is honestly really fucking good too. Poultrygeist is so fucking brutal. That was it's like a chicken restaurant on like an Indian burial ground. It's just like soup, dude. It's so fucked up. It's the whole time.
I think I've come across it on some streaming thing.
Yeah,
but I haven't watched it yet.
I hear you. Yeah, there's a lot of trauma movies, and usually they're not like on streaming services just because they are kind of like a smaller thing. So usually most time you gotta like buy the movie. Hopefully one of your homie has them or whatever. But like $20 a movie for Blu-ray and shit, so it's well worth it. Piece of art, piece of fucking history.
Like I've seen Class of Nukem High. I watched all the Toxie movies.
Yeah, I love the Toxie movies.
I'm trying to think that might be all the Trauma movies.
Yeah,
watched. If there's another one, I'm spacing on it. But
yeah, there's a lot. There's a couple. There's a bunch of others I've watched with Cameron and shit, and some on my own time and whatever. But I'll be honest, like where I live at, I don't really have Wi-Fi, so like I don't really do a lot of TV watching and movie watching as much as I'd like because I love watching movies. I love going to the movies. Like I love just spacing out and like enjoying shit like that. And
I'm a huge movie nerd.
I am too. I love them. I just like don't have access to it right now, so kind of like not enjoying it as much as I'd like, but it is what it is.
Is The Killer Condom? Is that a Trauma movie?
Killer Condom. It would not surprise me if it was.
I saw that when I was like a teenager, but I didn't know that was Trauma. Huh.
Yeah.
I've seen my fair share of like, B movie schlock and stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, for sure.
Um,
Trauma takes the cake though. Like B movies are awesome, but they're just like tongue and cheekiness about it is just so fucking unmatched for real. It's like ultimate. I don't give a fuck.
dude, I fucking love Street Trash.
Street Trash. I haven't seen that one.
Joe was mentioning it just now in the chat.
Uh,
Uh, Street Trash is awesome.
yeah, I'll have to check that out. It's a Trauma movie, right?
No, I don't think that one's a. Is that one Trauma? I don't think it is.
Oh, is it just like another B horror movie kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
got a lot of people melting.
Dude, I love melting.
That movie has some pretty good melting effects.
Oh yeah, I'll have to check that out. Street Trash. Okay.
It's I'm trying to think. Hang on, they never made it at the same time as or they made it at the same time as Toxic Avenger. Okay. I say it's right up there with like some Cronenberg type stuff, you know.
Yeah, dude.
Uh, I think the best body horror movie ever is still probably Society, though.
Society.
Yeah. Oh,
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check that out. I'm gonna put that on my to watch list. Society.
I'm trying to think what it's called. The Shunting. I think that
Okay.
that one is done by Society. I think that one's done by Screaming Mad George. I think is his name. He's an effects artist, but dude's sick.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. Sorry, it was not looking it up for me.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was getting ready to. I had a thought, and I just let it go.
Yeah, Brian Usna directed, and then that I think Screaming Mad George just did the effects and stuff like that.
Okay.
But Brian Usna, it's the same director who did Reanimator. If you've seen that one,
Okay. Yeah. Very sweet. Yeah, Reanimator rules.
which Usna he did like a trilogy of movies with Jeffrey Combs.
Okay.
And all three of them are awesome. He did like that. He did From Beyond and Castle Freak.
Okay. Cool. Damn, you should send me like all these in like a message or something because I really want to check all this out because I love checking out new shit that friends and people recommend. So that's how I find out about cool new shit because sometimes I just like can't find any more cool new shit. So please send that to me.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, thank
Dude,
you.
Joe is a huge horror freak too.
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
Like he posts all kinds of cool shit.
Dude.
He's how I found out about Street Trash.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Joe coming through with the good recommendations. Yo, what's your favorite Jason movie out of all the Jason movies?
Me?
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
It's I get some of them, the titles, some of them mixed up. Which one had the telekinetic girl?
Fuck, I don't know. I was just gonna say I think Jason X is the best Jason.
I love Jason X too.
Dude, it's so it's so good. Dude, the sleeping bag killing scene is so fucking hilarious.
It's so good.
Dude, I lose my shit every time.
Like, I don't know why people hate it. It's like, it's Jason in space. What the fuck is wrong? Like, what's not to love about it?
It's like, oh, you guys are so fucking stupid. Like, it's like, wow, flew right over your head. You really thought this was gonna be like some serious fucking space Jason movie, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's obviously.
Yeah, and like Joe said, the sleeping bag things it's a reference to one of the old movies. I think both of them were Kane Hodder, right? And like,
yeah,
I think.
And like they wanted in the original one, they wanted to do the sleeping bag kill like multiple hits,
Yeah.
but they had to. I think like the studio made them cut it down to just like one quick one.
Yeah.
So when they did Jason X, they're like, no, we're gonna just overkill the shit out of
Fuck
it.
yeah. That's so sick. It's like their little humble abode to be like, fuck you, you know?
Yeah,
We're gonna do it how we wanted to. That shit.
it's so good.
Dude, hell yeah. I'm glad you appreciate Jason X.
Other than that, there, the one I think there's one I'm thinking of that Tom Savini did all the makeup for,
Yeah.
where the mask is like half broken, and you see like his like undead, face underneath it.
Yeah. Dude, I forget, like, there's so many, and I always get the numbers mixed up, but
Yeah,
yeah, they're his makeup and some of the ones, I know which one you're talking about, but yeah, the makeup in that one and his mask just looks insane. Dude, what is it? I want to say it's like 4, maybe 5, but it's the one where like he fucking flips the RV when they're driving, and he
Yeah.
fucking punches the fucking door open after it flips. Dude, that's like probably the most like brutal and like over the fucking top Friday the 13th. I love that one.
That one is good. Jason Takes Manhattan's pretty good too. It's got some really good shit in it too.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Knock my block off? Shit's so good.
I like when he's just like stomping down the street and just kicks the shit out of those guys' boombox.
Yo, have you heard like the thing that one of those kids like in that part is like a dude from Disma? I'm pretty sure like one of those kids or whatever in that opening scene where he kicks the boombox, like it's some dude like a notable band or whatever. Somebody's watching the comments and like knows what I'm like talking about. They should totally drop that info. It's pretty cool, like little fact or whatever, you know. Fact.
Sorry, I was reading the comments here.
You're good. I'm reading through them too.
Joe made some comment about Corey Feldman being a drug addicted 8-year-old.
Dude, Corey Feldman, holy shit.
Somebody was saying like he was a real fucking just shitty little brat on set or something.
Dude, kids suck. They're annoying. I love them.
That dude's a fucking mess too.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that the dude that had like that live band on like TV? He's got like that shitty band he's in. I'm trying. Who the fuck is Corey Feldman? I'm like going.
He was in The Goonies. He was in Lost Boys.
Isn't he that guy that came out and said he like was like super sexually abused in like Hollywood and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. That dude definitely seems like very fucking traumatized. I can only imagine like being a kid being run through like Hollywood like that, like the bullshit you have to experience. It's pretty sad.
I would say it seems like kind of a stereotype for child actors to just grow up and become complete messes when they get older.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I just feel like as a kid being like an actor, like you don't get to like grow up. You're just kind of like in this fucking scenario where you're like put on demand for like people's like wants and needs and shit, and it's probably not always the best for a child in their like developing years and shit, you know.
Right.
Seems like too artificial, forced, but
I could see that.
It is what it is. That's why we play guitar, bro. I can't act like a fuck.
Then was in the worst puppet master of life, Demonic Toys versus Puppet Master. Corey Feldman was in Demonic Toys versus Puppet Master? Huh. Sorry, I keep getting off on these on the chat or whatever.
You're all good.
We'll try to get this back on track a little bit here. I think we're getting close to wrap up time.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was thinking the same thing too. I was about to ask if you had any like more like questions centered towards like the page or gear or whatever. Let them rip.
yeah, yeah.
Dig into.
What yeah. What is there anything that you're eyeing right now? Anything that like, oh, I could really use this for the band, or maybe just something that you're wanting personally?
I always want more fucking Mesa 412s because shit rules. Having more Mesa 412s is just like so badass. But right now, I just actually got a new pedal from Joe. He put up. He's redoing the Plague Rat pedal. It's like his take on the rat, but he's like renamed it the Plague Bear or whatever. It's like beef the fuck up even more. So like lately, since all the shows have been going on, I've been using Cody's Plague Rat that he bought from Joe or whatever live, and I've been like waiting to like find one or like something because I still want to kind of use like a rat tone. There's shit.
Yeah.
So Joe just did that, and whenever the supplies come in from to build that, just send them on my way and whatever. So getting ready to
I'm
add
thinking
that to the pedal board. Stoked
I'm
on
thinking
it.
about buying one.
Dude, you should. I love that pedal. They rule. I've got like seriously, I've had like so many pedals, and I always end up just selling them because I never like fucking use them. They're just like the easiest things to, like trade or get something different with. And I've got like 3 or 4 different rat distortion pedals now. It's just like they just like work for everything, like the tones that I want and shit. So the rat pedal's just like the goat, straight up. I don't know. Other than that, I just like I need to get like a 5 string bass, like a really nice one. I'm like waiting for one to come up. I'm playing me and Cody got this other it's like call it like irate worship pretty much. It's like some tough guy beat down shit. It's called Volcano.
Fuck
Super
yeah.
sick, but I'm playing bass in that, and it's like on a 5 string, and I need to get a decent one for that because um, Drew's using my Ironbird for bass, Sanguisuga, and then
Okay. Seen that,
yeah,
yeah.
and then I had that yellow ST bass, but I recently just sold that because I moved up the guitar and I bought that yellow bass initially to play bass and bog, but I got the Ironbird, so I was like, I'll just keep that one in my arsenal. And I got that killer new Junior Deluxe Flying V to replace that yellow ST bass. So it was a good swap out. So I'm pretty stoked on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I I do kind of want to get another Mesa head. I've been like kind of missing my dual rectifier I used to have, but Cody has it now. We've done a lot of gear trading each other and shit. Ooh, bitch. Dude, I want a Rev G so bad. I want the purple lights just like turn on. I fucking
That's a Rev F.
nice. That kicks ass, dude. Fuck yeah. Dude, I'd
Dude,
really what'd you say?
I was gonna say you'd shit if you knew what I paid for it.
How much? I love hearing a good deal.
600.
Bro, fuck yeah. Dude, that's what I paid for my Junior V Deluxe with the case. I thought I got a pretty good deal on that for 6.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. That's a hell of a deal, dude.
Oh, hell yeah, it is.
Dude, I got this was a little while ago. I ended up selling the bass not too long ago because I needed some funds for something else. But I found this like '80s. It's like on my Instagram still, but it's like an '80s Jackson USA concert bass, and I found that for $200 on Facebook Marketplace.
God damn.
Yeah, it's like a $1,200 bass used all day. That '80s USA Jackson shit is just like people love that shit. I love that shit too. That was like the coolest like bass I've ever found for like a fucking steel for real. So hell yeah, I love a good deal, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Straight
telling
up
you,
rob somebody.
dude. Facebook Marketplace, like OfferUp and Craigslist, man, just like
Mhm.
people just like get rid of shit and they just like are not aware. I don't really feel like taking advantage of them or whatever. It's just like if they genuinely want like $200 for something, it's like
Yeah.
I will gladly give you two. So
Real quick, somebody asked what you think about Solar guitars. I've never played one.
yeah, I've never played them either.
They look cool.
They look cool. I just kind of like, I don't know. I kind of just like what I like with guitars, and I'm kind of like just like there's like 4 or 5 brands I really like, and like I think Solar's like super sick. I think that Ola dude is like really cool. His YouTube channel is like pretty cool. I definitely grew up watching that shit, and but I don't know. I just like personally it like doesn't appeal to me, but I think his shit looks awesome. They're like metal guitars made for metal guitar players, so like more fucking power to Solar guitars. That shit rules.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, I think I think they're one of the brand. From what I've been seeing, they've been dealing with some QC issues this past year.
Dude, yeah.
I don't. Prior to that, I never heard anything.
Yeah.
Anything bad. So I think they're just kind of hitting a rough spot right now.
Dude, I think everybody is like Beastie
Yeah.
Rich, yeah. Like we have like an endorsement thing with them, and been talking to Bill a little bit, and it's like just really hard for like I think Bill was telling me he's like pretty much every guitar company right now, if you want to buy something new, you're not gonna get it till like October to December if you're like buying it now. And that's just like because of supply and demand and material and shit, inflation and all that different shit. So it just kind of makes sense that QC along the way with all those fucking, you know, road bumps, QC is just going to be a lot more rocky. So I don't know. I'm just hoping in the future shit just like gets a little bit easier for everybody because, yeah, shit sucks right now. All that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't take anybody that's suffering QC right now. I wouldn't take that as like representative of the brand or anything. I think
Yeah,
if I would personally, I would hold off buying a brand new instrument right now.
dude. Yeah, me too. I've honestly in like the past couple years, every like new instrument I've like had, I've just like ended up letting go because like it's just like doesn't do it for me, and I'm just like it's not worth what it was. And
Yeah.
part like I bought like dude, I've just like bought way too many guitars like online. They're like $1,000 when I was like way younger, and like get it and just be like not as stoked about it because it's not what I want. And I'm just like for me, I've like realized like if I'm gonna buy something I want, I kind of know what I want because I've like kind of figured out what I really like, and that's just like 80s and 90s instruments. I think this shit's just built different for real. Like, yeah, that new V I just got, it's like the newest instrument I have, but like, it's like a 2000s like Korean made guitar, and like the QC on those are pretty fucking badass, It's like the most stable. It's like honestly like the nicest guitar I've like had in my collection. That was like a neck through guitar. Had like I've had like a USA Jackson like Dinky, and that thing was amazing. But it's still like a bolt-on neck and stuff, so it's got like a little bit different feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. They just don't build shit like they used to for a lot of different reasons.
Sorry, trying to read the chat here. Someone asked if you can use a Strat to play metal.
Fuck yeah, you
can
can.
use anything to play metal.
Yeah, dude. Obituary. Fucking, dude.
Cryptopsy.
Yeah, for real. Dude, for one of the Sanguisugabogg shows, I played my like ESP Strat. It's a M2, It's a fucking Strat.
Yeah. If you're using like a legit single coil Strat, it'll be noisy as hell and it'll sound pretty chimey.
Yeah.
But if you throw like a Hot Rails or one with a humbucker, you're good to go.
Yeah, if you're playing a Strat, it's fine. It's just it really depends on your pickup from then on out. That's
Right.
yeah, I think that's when pickups do come into play. Like if you're playing more heavier, aggressive rhythms and shit, you definitely need to humbucker and a bridge. Everything else is just kind of be a little bit more twangy or stringy, chimey, whatever you want to put it.
What are six brands that you trust? ESP/LTD, BC Rich, and what else?
6 brands that I trust. Well, ESP, BC Rich, Jackson, um, Diesel. Diesel shit is fucking awesome, dude. I want a VH4 so fucking bad. Mesa Boogie, always not forget. Okay, so yeah, Mesa Boogie, Ampeg, Marshall. Um, do some pedal shit. Oh, I guess like Mogami cables and shit like that. Always. Um, Boss pedals. I think Boss pet like you just
Tried and true.
tried and true for real. They've got like a pedal for damn near everything, and they always work. Joe from Lone Wolf, like honestly, like there's no other pedals that I'd want to play for heavier, aggressive music. Like me and Cody have like been about his shit for like years, and everything he releases and has that I've gotten like to play through and whatever is just like blows my expectation of like what you can do in a fucking stomp box. Like Joe's a fucking genius, and I love Lone Wolf with all my heart. I got quite a few of his pedals, and they're all like my favorite shit. Oh, Diodario strings, Diodario strings for life. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty close to tried and true. So I would say like Marshall, Ampeg, Mesa Boogie, BC Rich, ESP, Lone Wolf, Boss. That's my shit. Yeah.
Absolutely. Stick with what you know.
Yeah. I guess PV in there too. PV's got a lot of really good
Yeah.
shit. Can't go wrong with the block letter.
Right.
PV classics always sound amazing.
I've always wanted a butcher really bad.
I got one. I just recently sold it to a buddy, but I like the butcher. I think it's really cool. But if you've got 800 in your arsenal, you're probably not going to play the butcher.
Right.
But I do like the butcher. VTMs are really cool too. I just think they're a little bit harder to like dial in with all their like different little switches on it and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the butcher's really fucking cool of an amp though. It's got a
Damn.
really cool sound.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Gotta agree. All good brands. All have pretty good track record.
Yeah, for sure. Can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna fix what's not broken. If that shit works, it works.
And I mean, they all, all major brands, they always have like some of their cheaper, more entry level stuff.
Yeah.
You want to try to base it off of, you weakest link or whatever. But generally speaking, all those brands seem to have pretty good QC. So
Absolutely.
can't go wrong with any of them.
No. Yeah, there's a reason that like Marshall, Ampeg, and I say those two brands especially, they've been around forever, and they're. I always see bands like using them and utilizing somehow or some which way, just because like whether it's like Ampeg SVT bass amp, it's like just kind of the standard of like what's the fucking nicest bass amp you can like just really have in your arsenal,
Yeah.
And then what's a guitar amp everybody wants in their fucking arsenal? Doesn't matter who it is. Everybody wants a Marshall, Everybody wants,
Right.
It's got those iconic sounds that you can't replace or replicate.
And somebody else asked for a suggestion on a used tube head or metal head for under like 650, 500. Probably probably a lot of the James Brown or just after James Brown era PV amps. You can typically find pretty good
Yeah.
deals on those.
Yeah, I was gonna say, here's like my tips. If you're looking for something and you have a budget, um, really what I'd start with is just figure out what kind of amp that you want. Like what tickles you, you know, like find what you like. And I'm telling you, if you stay on the hunt for like what you're looking for and you utilize different sources like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, Facebook groups for like different amp like collectors and shit like that, like PV Cult, whatever. Like use the internet to your advantage because like there's stuff out there that you get like that you probably want and you can get. It's just like up to you to like try and find the best deal. And like for me, since I've been like 18 years old, I've like always tried my hardest to like get the best amps I could that I really wanted. And I've just figured out along the way that spending a little bit more time trying to find them or maybe even traveling a couple hours to go get it, it always makes it well worth the while. But for like $650, if that's like your budget, I think you'll have no problem trying to find like a PV6505. Might be a little bit harder now, but there's still people out there I see letting like block letters and 5152s go for under 650 all fucking day on like Facebook Marketplace and shit. And honestly, like even the newer like PV mini heads and like the first generation Fender PV or first generation Fender 5153s, like the white ones, the 50 watts. I've been seeing those go for around 650 and under a little bit. If you look, that's a really good amp. Those are fucking awesome. They will do anything metal that you want. Clean tones on them sounds really fucking awesome too. So it's a really versatile amp. It's just your options are to the world. It's just like how far are you going to go to like use the resources you have around you to try and find like a good deal. So if you're working with $650, just figure out what you want first and look and just research and you know talk to people. If you have like an arsenal of like collection and stuff, like myself and a lot of other people super into like trading and bartering and shit like that. So if like cash is not like the thing you have up front most to get what you want, if you got other things, you know, just utilize your assets and shit.
I'll also throw in, if you find an amp that you do really want, that maybe it's on the higher end of the spectrum money wise, do a little bit more research and digging around, because more than likely there's going to be another amp either in that same brand's line or from a different company that's basically the same thing but cheaper.
Yeah. Oh, like like Bugera. Dude, Bugera 6260s. If you're trying to get like that PV 6505 5150 sound and you're like on a budget, like I've played through quite a few of those and like their old QC is kind of like questionable, but in their more recent years, it's like pretty not. Like I still see people buying and using their shit regularly. Like if it sounds good, fucking use it. If it helps you save money, you're making money. So, you know, you can get by with very little.
Yeah. Another good example, even within Mesa Boogie, like even within their own brand.
Yeah.
Like if you're after a Mark series, you know, check out like the dual caliber series. They're getting a little bit harder to find now.
Yeah.
But the was it the 50 cal plus and the dual caliber series and even the F series, those are all, you can find those typically for around, you know, around that price. Used.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just got this new, Joe said the DC-10. Yeah, those amps are sweet. They're a little bit harder to find, like you said. Oh, yeah, Joe's giving the DC-10 hella love. Yeah, I just got this new Mesa Boogie bass amp for Sanguisugabogg. It's called the M6 carbine, and it's really fucking cool. It's like a 600-watt bass amp with a 2 preamp. And, like, I swear to fucking God, dude, it does, like, everything fucking good you want Mesa Boogie amp to do, especially in, like, the bass end realm. That fucking, like, low-end corn shit that just thumps the whole goddamn room, dude. Like, dude, I got that amp for, like, 450 fucking bucks, and it's, like, I love that thing. It, like, I've got my fucking Ampeg V4 over here on the ground and shit, and, like, since I got that Mesa Boogie amp, I'm just like, yeah, the V4 rules, but, like, dude, the Mesa Boogie shit is just insane. Even like you're saying, like they're like not like, you know, like there's like the Mark series and like the dual triple rec series. They're kind of like top of the line shit. You know, they're shit that's a little bit like cheaper under, you know, different product lines, a little bit more affordable. Shit's just as good. Like you can do a lot with a little. Just like, you know, there's a lot of knobs on it for a fucking reason. There's a lot of different input things in the back and shit, rack effects unit you can use to get whatever tone you want. More time, the more time you put in your tone, the more you're gonna be able to get out of it. So,
For sure.
Yeah, not every amp's just a fucking, you know, there's not gonna be just the one that like does it all for you. If like you find one that does that for you, great. But I'm like, dude, I need like at least 6 amplifiers in my fucking shit to like get everything I want.
All right, man. Let's see here. Well, let's kind of bring this to a conclusion then. The same way I end all of these. Give me your top 4 for death metal bands.
Top 4 death metal bands?
Yeah.
All right, for me personally, the ones that have like impacted me the most, and I take from and like just think is the best shit. Gorguts. I fucking love Gorguts. Luke LeMay is my shit. Suffocation. Terrence Hobb is just the riff fucking god. Like the originator of all that is fucking brutal and slamming on guitar and shit. Devourment. Fucking unmatched fucking brutality. Yeah. Just ultimate groove. The sickest shit. Ooh. And then my 4th one, I'm probably going to have to go with, I feel like it's an easy one, but Morbid Angel, you know, Trey Azagoth is just the man. There's just like, I just got too many good records in their discography that I can't dismiss, you know. I fucking, you know, Gateways just fucking crushes the whole way through.
Fuck yeah.
Honorable mention for me, Nile. I love Nile a lot. Super into like all the lead work and shit going on in that.
Dude, Carl's so he gets mad props, but I still feel like he's underrated somehow.
I do too. I like their like guitar work is just so cool because like there's a lot of layering going on. And it's heavy as fuck, and then they got fucking George Colias on drums, so it's just kind of like, damn, bro, this is like really fucking sick the whole time, you know?
Just like flying by the seat of your pants kind of thing.
Yeah, dude, Annihilation of the Wicked, I swear I could listen to that shit every fucking day. The production on that is just so fucking baller. Sounds so sick.
Hell yeah. Well, hell. Then, hey, Joe, Joe's still in the chat. I may be hitting you up for one of those new pedals here in a minute.
Hell yeah. Do it, dude.
I've been wanting a rat distortion for a long time. I've never owned one. So, may need to make that happen. But, bro, I got to thank you for coming on here. This was fun as hell. I think you're cut out. I think you cut out on me, man. Can't hear you. Can't hear. What if that means his phone's dying? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, man? Shit. Oh, all these are going to end this way now. Hang on a minute. Is your phone dying? Nah? Huh. Well, all right. I don't even know if Seth can hear me right now, but thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you for coming on, man. Uh, if y'all haven't checked out the newest album from them, check it out. Tortured Whole. Go see them out on tour. Go buy some merch. Go check out our merch. Thank you for WB Gear for endorsing me. Thank you for all of you to come check this shit out. It was a lot of fun. I'll have to hit up Sed again. Don't know if he can hear me right now. But Sed, I'll send those movie recommendations your way. Everybody, y'all enjoy what's left of your weekend. We'll see you.